It's sold out everywhere. In fact, it seems to be sold out until 2026 in places. It is a Thrustmaster T598 direct drive. Why is it sold out everywhere? Why can you not buy it? Well, in this video, I'm going to go through and let you know. As you can see, I've bought the big guns here. I've bought the competition. I bought the G923. Actually, I won that. I didn't buy that. I won that in a time trial competition. I also bought the Fanatec G3, but not all of these I bought. Some of them are review units. But basically, I've got on this table the big competition for the T598, but the G923 is not sold out. Fanatec CSL DDs aren't sold out. Moser R5s aren't sold out. So what is it about the Thrustmaster? Well, I think the direct axial drive is actually no joke. I think they've made a bet here. Look, it's a massive wheelbase. Look at it compared to the little baby Moser R3. Like, it's just ridiculous. It looks like a big space laser. But look at this no cogging. You don't get that on any other wheel. You just don't get it. You don't even get it on the big Thrustmaster T818, which is a great wheel, by the way. So the direct axial drive is this no cogging, smooth, direct drive force feedback. And what that means is there's no notchiness. And you kind of have to try it to understand what notchiness is in direct drives. And it means they can get away, I think, and have got away with a lower Newton meter base, because it is a 5 Newton meter constant torque base, and it does have like an 100% overdrive at times. So it does give you additional when you need it. And it has this, what they call harmony, high frequency, sounds a lot like True Force from Logitech, but they've got a similar thing there. And also this boost thing that I actually do quite like. When you shift gears, it kind of vibrates as well. But I think the combination of that direct axial drive means they're getting away with a 5 Newton meter, whereas other companies just bring kind of bigger numbers, bigger force that a lot of us turn down anyway. Like, I have a Logitech G Pro that I really love. It's served me amazingly well on Gran Turismo. That's 11 Newton meter wheelbase, but I'm using that normally at like 8. At the moment, I've got a Conspit Aries Platinum on the base at 18. I'm using it at like 70% of that. The Thrustmaster T818 is an example of where Thrustmaster could have gone. And I thought this was big when it came out. I thought this was the chunky boy. Oh, I was wrong, because the 5 Newton meter is bigger than the 8 Newton meter T818. And by the way, there's a complicated naming scheme with Thrustmaster wheels in terms to do with like the voltage and stuff like that. And there's an interesting thing, like the pattern here represents the coils of the magnets and stuff. There's all kinds of like cool stuff going on behind the scenes. But this is old gen Thrustmaster, and I really like this direct drive wheelbase. Like, it's very refined beyond what you would expect. And I think a lot of that is to do with the software, or the way that it's just delivering the force feedback is built on years and years and years of experience that Thrustmaster have, like so much experience. But the T598 is much cheaper. I can't remember exactly what the T818 retails for now. We'll put it on screen. But this T598 is like they say $499, but I think it's going for $449 before it's sold out. So presumably when it comes back, it's going to be $449. I don't have an affiliate link, by the way. I'm not trying to sell this. I'm just trying to explain to you why it's actually sold out, why you actually just can't buy one. The Moser R5 and the R3, so I bought the R3 here because it's just like the nicest wheelbase. Look how small it is. The Moser R5 retails for about the same price as a T598. The R3, which is like actually 3.9 Newton meters, basically 4 Newton meters, not too far away and much smaller, retails for like, I think $399, and it's Xbox compatible. The T598 is PlayStation compatible. But they don't seem to have the same dent, and that's even though the pedals on all of them aren't anything to really shout about. Like, yes, these are better than what you get with the G923, which you can see behind me. Those are G923 pedals. Like, yes, these are better. Yes, they're better than TLCM pedals, which you can't see because they're behind the PC. And it's kind of a new generation of bass, which means that if they bring out an active pedal, it can work on this bass, like it can work on the bass plate. If they bring out a load cell pedal, which, by the way, can you hurry up with that? That's going to be awesome. We all need it. You can just add it here as well, and you can turn your brake into a clutch or something. So it's a better bass, it's a better platform, but honestly, I don't think they're anything to shout home about. Like, it's a very basic construction with the springs, and I'm a bit worried even about the way there's no locking mechanism on them. Like, I'm just worried they're gonna pop out. Whether that's justified or not, I don't know. But maybe I shouldn't even have it so close to my eyes here. I just feel uncomfortable with the springs. Like, I might be loaded and it's kind of open, but they're very easy to maintain. I mean, I don't think there is anything to maintain, but they're very easy to open up and clean for sure. The bundled wheelbase. What am I talking about? Wheelbase. The bundled rim with the wheelbase is very serviceable. This is a very serviceable rim. Hang on a second. Let's bring out. This is the entry-level Moser wheelbase. This is what you get with the R3 and R5. Actually, the R3 one is Xbox, which this one is, but the non-Xbox is basically the same. And okay, the Moser one's smaller. The Thrustmaster one's bigger. That's going to be better for some people. Some people won't like it. We have the quick release ecosystems on the back. You can see the Moser has the same ecosystem goes up to the Lamborghini Essenza wheel. That's the same one they use actually in the Lamborghini Essenza. I know because I went and I saw it and I put them side by side to check for you. That's what you call sim racing due diligence. We only do that on this channel. Make sure to subscribe if you want more of that. And we've got PlayStation compatibility on the Thrustmaster, Xbox on the Moser. Now, I think this would be a bit different if Moser had got that PlayStation compatibility simply because of Gran Turismo. Like, I think Gran Turismo is like huge for this wheel. Like, I think this is the go-to. Forget Fanatec having the official sponsorship for Gran Turismo World Series. I think this is now the People's Champ Gran Turismo wheel. Like, let me know if you agree in the comments. It's been priced very aggressively. I spoke to the guy who invented it, by the way. I did an interview with him. It's on the channel. And if you look at that interview, he says price was critical. We were not going to get carried away and add nice features that were going to take the price up. Like, price was absolutely critical. Thrustmaster wanted this wheel to be under Christmas trees around the world and unwrapped on Christmas Day as a relatively affordable gift that has a very high ceiling for people to get into sim racing. Like, you can do it at entry level, or when they bring out the inevitable upgrades, you can do it at, you know, more intense levels as well. We got behind me here the SF1000 works on this. The hypercar wheel behind me works on this. So it's an ecosystem to definitely rival Moser, I would say. Now, we've got the Fanatec GT3 here, one of the all-time pound-for-pound champs. Like, whoever your favorite pound-for-pound boxer is, this is basically it. Absolutely incredible. Very cheap it was, under 200 euros, if I remember. Now it's gone up a little bit because they bundle a different quick release with it. I don't think Fanatec has that. I think the Fanatec brand has been tainted by all of the big customer service issues. And I know all about it because I flew to the Lion's Den and I interviewed the CEO and I got honest answers. Well, watch that interview again. People need to watch that interview again and let me know what you think. It's a year ago, almost exactly the day, that I flew to Fanatec and grilled them. The interview is very, very, very interesting. But all of that in the wash now. It's owned by Corsair. You can see a lot of Corsair components. In fact, I'm sitting in a Corsair chair. It's owned by Corsair, but I think that reputation means that they are no longer the de facto PlayStation Gran Turismo wheel of choice. And I think what's really interesting is, if you look at the big wheel that Fanatec did last year on PlayStation, what was it? It was the DD Extreme. The DD Extreme is overkill for Gran Turismo on PlayStation. Like, I love Gran Turismo, one of my favorite sims. Top split daily races on the channel, like absolute staple of the channel. Has some great moments. But I also do iRacing, Le Mans Ultimate, Rennsport for my sins, ACC, AC Evo, a lot of the PC simulators. The 15 Newton meters or whatever the DD Extreme is kind of mad. But then to bundle it with a rim that doesn't feel premium, it's like, well, you really got to love Gran Turismo. But that's why I say this Thrustmaster T598 is not branded Gran Turismo in any way. They're probably not allowed to. They're probably not even allowed to say Gran Turismo in their marketing. But it's the People's Champ Gran Turismo wheel. And that's why it's sold out. So I will ask them for an update on when it's going to be in stock. And when it is in stock, you need to do one thing, or if you want to know when it's in stock, bookmark www.simracingdiscounts.com. That's my discount website on sim racing. The vision is to give you all of the best discounts. Thrustmaster's on there. When it's in stock, there'll be a link and you'll be able to buy the Thrustmaster T598. In fact, check now. It might be in stock now and let me know if it is. But yeah, T598, it is insane what they've done, Thrustmaster. Fair play to them. I doff my cap. And yeah, we'll see what happens when it's back in stock.